Hello, friends. I want to talk to you today about matters of civic responsibility as a member of society. I grew up in a small town back in the 60s down south of here in Laredo, Texas, a small community where just about everybody knew everybody. And it was a good time. We had good schools. I learned a lot from going to school. I had good friends and quiet neighborhood. Nice place to grow and to become educated and learn how to be a member of society. Of course, that's in the old times. Nowadays, it's a whole lot different. There's a whole new culture, and everything's changed. Schools now are teaching the wrong things. Aside from reading and writing and arithmetic, they're taking the place of parents wanting to dictate to kids a lot of freedoms that should be under control by parents. There's social media replacing everything we think of, everything we know, with narratives of all kinds. And so changing everything. Our communities are being changed dramatically because of the times, because of what's happening in all areas of our lives. The cost of food is up dramatically. The cost of fuel is up dramatically. The cost of utilities. Everything is up. And it's all based on policies of the federal government. The White House has made many changes, shutting down our pipeline, shutting down our ability to draw oil from the ground and be a leader in the world as far as producing energy and supplying energy, and thus making us a wealthy country. While in turn, the White House has shut down the pipeline, it has allowed the USSR, or Russia now, to build their own pipeline. For them becoming a rich country and supporting other countries that don't share our values. Our utilities are going up because of the fuel costs that are going up. We conservatives believe in using every type of fuel that's available, right? Oil, natural gas, solar, wind power. It's all in a measured kind of a way. Whatever works best, whatever helps, is good. But on the liberal side, once again, oil's cut off, prices go up. Solar panels everywhere that produce electricity, but not enough to supply the needs of the country. Wind power also supplies and helps. And these two different types of generating power generation help, but they don't supply the necessary power that we need to fuel the country, to fuel the economy, to fuel our everyday needs. So everything costs more, and it's all based on policies that are being dictated upon us from the liberals, from the current administration and the federal government. What can we do about that? Well, as conservatives, then we have to look for folks who share our values and protect what we have. We need to find people who are conservatives, who are running for positions of trust. And we hear a lot about the presidential race, which is very important. But there's also Congress running, and there's also state races, and there's also county races, and and city races and races for the sheriff and races for constable. So all these people in all these places where we have people asking us to trust them to be elected, to trust them to do what's best for the entire community. And so our American way is to get out and to support those folks whom we have things in common with whom we share values, with whom we share the way we live in our everyday lives. And as we vote, then the winner gets to represent the folks and what they're asking for. So there's always been a to and fro, a give and take between conservatism and liberalism. As it goes, a give and take. You elect one side and do things, and then the people get upset, and they vote the other way and they do things, and people get upset. And so what is important is to get out and to vote. Make your voice heard. So I'm appealing to the folks that are hardworking, God-fearing, and family-oriented, family values folks in this country. This country was put together as a Christian nation. And I know that we would hear many things about espousing the culture, espousing that belief, espousing that it might be hate speech, that it might be racism. You know, I love everyone, and I want the best for everyone, and I want to take care of our kids, which is our national treasure. I have children, I have grandchildren, and I want my grandchildren to get to live in a place like where I grew up, in a small town culture. Right now, it's very doubtful. We live in a city that's almost 1 million people, and a culture that wants to dictate very liberal issues, very liberal ideas. You know, I don't care if you do whatever you do for yourself. If you live your life the way you want to live your life in this country, you're free to do so. But as a group, then I don't think that we should be in a position where one group gets to dictate to another group how to live, what to do, when to do it. There is a freedom that we have, and we should be able to live our lives and do what we please. When we come together as a community and we elect folks, then the winner gets to espouse their culture and their ideas. But to say that I'm a racist or that I'm a hate monger because I espouse Christian values is trying to force a vision and force a way that's not necessary. I don't intend to. I don't pretend to dictate my values on anyone. But we live in a society where the group, where the leaders, where the folks can be elected, and we have to live with that, because that's the best way to live, as opposed to living in a communist country where leaders dictate whatever they want, whatever is best for them, and the people have no say. Socialism, where they say that we share everything until everything runs out, and then what? Socialism never works. Communism doesn't work. It works only to a certain amount of time. The dictators come and go, but the freedom that we enjoy in this country by the Constitution and the rights that we're given is something that we should protect, so that everyone can enjoy the type of life that they like. I'll be joining with you again soon, and we'll be bringing some more light into the various different issues. What I'd like to do is to get the message out that we have an important election coming up, and I want to ask you to consider carefully and vote what you value. All right? We'll see you again soon. Thank you.